It's Johnny, my 14th account. 503. See it? Don't worry about the band. That was 13. I'm starting 14. I'm never going to stop. This is what I'm talking about. This was just when I turned my phone off from midnight last night till, I don't know, when I got up, about 10:30, 11. I was like, hey, I'm going to do a green screen. And this is what I'm talking about, man. These are my followers, and TikTok restricts me. So not all my videos get out. Some of them only have a couple of views, but some of them that do, they go viral, Johnny. But let me tell you something. TikTok is a scam. Do they pay? I had 200,000 people come to me during the attempted assassination of President Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania. 200,000 came straight to me and said, fuck, let's ask Johnny. What's Johnny saying? Because I ain't going to lie to you. And TikTok doesn't pay people like me because I'm like, hey, man, somebody doesn't just miss as close as you are, as close as they were to Trump. Because that's like my 8-iron in golf. That is so close, I don't know who would miss. So could it be staged? I don't know. I never thought so. But I also didn't think Trump would do us as bad as he's doing us. Now, granted, we're trying to get some crumbs if he can get the Fed to drop their interest rate and stop gouging us and creating record profits for corporations. They're only looking out for corporations. They're not looking out for the sheep. They're not. And if everybody that supports TikTok allows them to ban people that get out, but it's not what they want. True or false? TikTok only promotes things that are detrimental to you and me. What I mean by that, it shows little girls sexual shaking their ass and twerking and doing little dances, right? We look like a fool to all other countries. They show cheap shots of one race's cheap shotting another race. TikTok loves that kind of violence. True or false? I've actually seen them stand up at a podium. One race calling their people to arms against another race. And I said, hey man, that is hate speech. That could get out of control fast. TikTok said, no violations found. They can do whatever they want. You can't. Why is that? Because I ask about vaccinations, I ask about public education, I ask about what Jewish people are in control of Israel at this time. The Palestinian Jews allowed the Ukrainian Jews in and just genocide. Okay, man, that's history. What else do we talk about? What are they spraying over us? What are they spraying on our food? Can we talk about our pharmaceuticals? Can we talk about what's above us, what's below us, or what's around? No, Johnny, you got to go on what they tell us. They teach you about dinosaurs. Who coined the phrase dinosaurs? All carbon fuel comes from dinosaurs. And dinosaurs is copyrighted and trademarked by the Royal Society of England at the start of the 1900s. And all these stories and pictures. And that's where we get our crude. The second most abundant liquid in the realm in which we live is crude. But yet we fight about it. Let me ask you this. What do trees breathe in? Carbon. And does that carbon, through a filtration system in the world we live? You're an ambassador to the planet. You're a soft, tissued, saltwater battery with a soul. Yeah, it's crazy. You know the only way into this realm we live is through the egg. Yeah, I'm trying to narrow that down. The more I take my gummy, the more I can really start focusing on that because everything comes from the egg. It's the only way into this world we're at. And when you go to sleep, where do you go? When you go into anesthesia, where do you go? When you die, where do you go? We're going to figure that out. It's going to be the hard way. But the egg, think about it. How do fish get here? Eggs. Birds, eggs. Parasites, eggs. Mammals, egg. Human, that's humans. They probably don't teach you that. Everybody comes from the egg. We're going to talk about some things on my channel, man. We're going to talk about, I'm a huge Trump supporter, but I'm pissed off. Doge found 200 billion, tariffs done made 100 billion. Name one American that it's helped. Name one city, please God, don't give it to these corrupt ass fucking politicians in these cities. Oh, but hey, good old TikTok, boy, they'll show those. They're like, hey, the governor of California that can't put out fires. Yeah, and the mayors that can't put out fires. Your fucking state's on fire. What are you going to do? Nothing. Blame Trump. You believe our mail-in ballots won and they shut our economy down and it took my business. And can you believe 4 years later, 5 years later, I'm not allowed to fucking talk about it? Because there's community guidelines. We don't live in a nation of laws, boys and girls. We live in a nation of rights. And our rights are paramount. The difference between a right and a law is, well, there's laws written where you can own another human being. And there's rights that say you can't. Well, they're finagling that because we live on the tax plantation in the land of the free where nothing's free. But let me tell you what's paramount. Community standards. Community standards are way above your rights. Ladies and gentlemen, what are community standards? What is misinformation? In a world where anybody can say anything they want about the dumbest shit, they focus on me. That's how old Johnny knows I'm in the right place. For all you people that follow me, not on this, you got to find me. But not on my new 14. I don't get any views yet. But I'll get one out there and the light will turn on. And there's a lot of these people out here in all 14 of my accounts that are still hunting for me. When I get on there, the first thing I say is Johnny and I'm on my gummy. You better shut the one thing and open the two things you got. Because it's game time. I'm going to tell you some things. This is what I'm going to tell you. No matter what, I'm going to say anything I want to say. I'm going to talk about anything I want to talk about. And I'll go a step further. I'll talk about anything you want to talk about. Johnny, tell me, what do you think about this? Johnny, what do you think? We'll get into these comments and I just screenshot the comments. And off we go. We can talk about anything we want as an American people. When a corporation for profit steps in and says their policies are paramount. In order to do business for profit in the United States of America, you have to abide by our rights, especially of free speech. And somehow they don't. Can anybody tell me how to sue TikTok? We can fix TikTok. It could be amazing. Trump was talking, oh, we're going to take over TikTok. They won't even let the President of the United States on social media. Think about that, and I'm bitching. Think about that. I want to run for governor. I want to change things, man. I want to do things. I want criminal justice reform. You know why felons can't vote? Because they've seen the inside of the courtroom. Do you realize how much drugs are in your community? I bet you don't. Who benefits? The user? The user's family, community, school system, businesses? No. The fucking courts. The courts were just sheep. And this is a sheep application, and they don't want me spooking you. Or your kids, which are called baby sheep. Baby goats, baby sheep, same, huh? They're children, and they deserve better than what we're getting. I'm Johnny. What do you think, America? Much love.